everybody. We have Anja Schneider here with us of Mobile, the label and agency, who has done our latest podcast for us. Thank you so much for handling that.
Thank you for having me. Hello. It's nice to be with you now.
Yes, welcome to Accelerator. It's nice to have you with us. First of all, we'll talk about the mix in a second, but first of all, congratulations to you and Ralph on 10 years of Mobile, which is a pretty amazing milestone.
Yeah, 10 years is always like a big thing. When we started it, we didn't think about it. It's existing so long and it's going to be so much professional in the end. You know, it was more like an idea and more like part of the fun. And then it was like, now it's 10 years ago and we hope to have another 10 years or even more.
Well, you anticipated my next question. You have another 10 years. The amazing thing is, it seems like you've really done this while sticking to your core principles. Obviously, the label's sound has evolved a bit over the years.
Yes.
Music's not the same it was 10 years ago, but it seems like you're still true to what you originally started this for, it seems like.
Actually, that's right. We're still really aiming on this, and we are still also quite happy that a lot of artists are a long time with us, and even from the beginning. This is quite good, and we are quite proud about it that we have this. But for us, it's always the quality and music and the whole concept of Mobile, which is kind of family-wise. I don't like to use the name family because it's always like, I'm not the mom, first of all. So it's like a friendship collective or whatever, that we still stick on this and still work in this small group of people.
Yeah, it does seem like a large part of the Mobile roster has been with the label for a long time, and you stick with them.
Yeah, but this is also, of course, quite difficult because it's limited us into get new artists, and it's always quite difficult, and it's always a long wait. We need to find new people and to get them on board. So we opened up the last 2 years a little bit. For example, we had like a record of Maya Jane Cole's, which I discovered 2 years ago, and then of course Miss Kitten, which is a long time friend. So sometimes you have to do it, and even this year we are more open. We have now a release of Bernsky, a guy from England, and even Abril is joining now, which is really interesting. So we have to open up a little bit.
Nice, exciting times at Mobile.
Yes, always.
Always, yes, I'm sure. Besides the label and the agency, you've been DJing now for like 15 years at least, maybe more.
Don't say 15 years. Okay. Maybe it's feeling like 15 years. No, of course I'm not so old. No. It feels, of course, I'm doing this now since 10 years or even much longer. Yes, it's quite a long time, but it was, of course, in the beginning not so intense than it was now, and I needed all travel on this, and to be in the status and don't take yourself so serious, and this.
I think you do a good job of that, it seems like, from an outsider looking in. This is a milestone for us. This is our 400th podcast, believe it or not.
Oh, yes.
And we're very happy that we got Anja to do a mix for us for the 400th.
Wow.
So thanks for that.
And you will listen to every one of the podcasts, you will listen to it? You will listen personally to
everyone, yes, every single one.
Wow, amazing.
And we're happy it's such a great mix to celebrate with. The whole thing from beginning to end. That Rodriguez Jr. track that finishes it off is pretty amazing, I gotta say.
He is pretty amazing. Of course, he is an artist on Mobile, and that puts some of the new Mobile releases, of course, in.
Right.
But it's even quite good for you because it makes it more interesting, because it takes some time until this record's coming out. So you're the first one. You got it. Wow.
Yay, we have a premiere.
Yes.
Everybody should obviously listen to the whole mix, but if you're short on time, fast forward to that last track. It's pretty mind-blowingly great. Obviously you loaded this mix up with a lot of your label's stuff, but mood-wise, would you say this compares to what you would play at a club or a party?
Actually, yes, of course. Of course, it's different when you make like a podcast. When you've been asked for a podcast, you start more like, slower, build it up. Sometimes you can't do this as a DJ when you're, especially in the summertime, you have like this 1 hour and a half slots, probably peak time festival. You have not the time to build something up. Go full on, play the best things in this 1 hour and a half, and that's it. And of course, the podcast gives you more freedom to play a little bit around, and you don't have to play the latest shit. So you can also think about, okay, what I liked the last year, what I played, or what I couldn't play in like my DJ gigs, for example. This Mirko Loco beginning track is really atmospheric. This was quite difficult now to play it in my sets in the car.
Yeah, you did do a good job of sort of mixing atmospheric and deep stuff with real driving stuff as well.
Thanks.
So good job.
Thanks.
So what's next on the agenda? You've said another 10 years of Mobile, obviously, but I mean, we're now in mid-August. This will be running in about a few days. So what's coming up late August, early September? What do you got coming up?
We're still having like our parties in Barcelona, the rooftop parties. Maybe you heard about this. We started this 8-9 years ago in Barcelona for the Sonar Festival, and now we are able to do it every 2 weeks in the summer on the Sunday at the rooftop, which is quite good. Especially when it's not so nice. It's actually nicer atmosphere because people are not on a rush. And the Sonars and our off week, everyone is like, oh, I have to go there and there, and just showing off 10 minutes there, and you not feel the people are not getting relaxed and get in the party mood, actually. So this is quite interesting what we're doing right now. And then, like I said before, we have a new artist on board, which I'm very proud. It's a long-time old friend. It's Gela Brill from Tel Aviv.
Right.
He was at BS1 and also releasing there.
That's
and he's coming up with a new mobile, and he's also joining the agency. And it's quite good. So let's see. I'm very excited.
Great, exciting times.
And then we have, I can talk about it. We always have like this back-to-back compilation, which is coming in March next year. But we already have finished this for next year, and it's done by Lewandowski. He did an amazing ambient album, really amazing. It's mind-blowing. So this could be interesting because we never had this on Mobile before, and I'm very, very excited for this.
Well, we can't wait to hear it.
Yeah,
you will. Anyway, like I said, thanks so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. Congratulations on 10 years.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Bye.
Cheers.